Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This evening we are doing Samyang tomato pasta. I never tried this flavor, so it's a new flavor for me to try on the channel. And so we have that here in the middle, and I got 2 over easy eggs on top, and then I got some pork pot stickers. And then I have me some sweet and sour sauce to dip my pork pot stickers in. And of course I got my drinks. And I got these new chopsticks that I am going to try. So hopefully I can do them. And there might be like a glare in the video, but they're red. And I saw these on Lady Red's ASMR, and I just had to have them. I thought they were really neat. But also I got my fork here. So if I can't do these, I'll do these. So yeah, let's get to, because I am hungry and I missed you guys. Give you guys the first bite. Sorry I look like a hot mess. I am really hot. I've been busy this past week. That's why I haven't been posting. Yeah, and we will get to that here in a minute, but I gotta try these first. Oh yeah, they're good, and I'm getting a kick from the Samyang spicy sauce. Let's break open this yolk. Mmm. Mmm. Mm. It's so good. You guys, I'd like to thank you all for sticking with me and for being understanding. I've been so busy with homeschooling and just everything. Thanksgiving, of course. I was going to do a Thanksgiving mukbang, but kind of wanted to eat with my family. Not that you guys ain't my family, but okay, this has got to go. I'm hungry. But not that you guys ain't my family. It's kind of like a last minute thing, and I was like, man, I don't want to get set up. That egg really kicks it up a notch. But yeah, I was at a funeral yesterday. Thank you all for your thoughts and prayers. My dad's brother, my uncle, passed away. So yeah, it was a lot of tears shed, a lot of unknowns, why he passed, what he passed from, but we should find that out hopefully within 4 to 6 weeks from the autopsy and all that. So, but I did that yesterday, and I'm like, you know what? I'm craving some noodles. I haven't done noodles on my channel in a while, so we're going to do some noodles. Mm. And they're so good. And if this is the first time ever seeing my channel, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, and sharing my videos. I truly would appreciate it. We're on the road to 1K. And yeah, I'm very excited. And hopefully I start uploading more often. I know I always say that, but I really would like to get on a schedule. At least like 2 or 3 mukbangs a week, maybe more. Got a Pepsi Zero to drink. Because I miss you guys when I'm not uploading, and I think about it constantly. But all my fellow YouTubers and ASMRs and mukbangs, I have been watching your guys' videos. I might not always comment all the time, but I do like them, and I do watch them all. You can ask my husband. I'm constantly on YouTube to keep up with your guys' mukbangs and ASMRs. Because you guys support me, and I like to support you guys. That's what we're here for, to support each other. To share your videos and everything like that. And I do have kind of like a topic a little bit. I don't know if this is how your guys' family is. Like, not so much immediate family, but like family outside of the home, your relatives. I don't know if this always happens to you, but does it seem like the only time you really usually ever see your family is either at a wedding or a birthday party or a funeral? And I mean, besides like your parents and your siblings, I'm talking about like your aunts, uncles, and cousins. Excuse me, people, relatives like that. That's usually what happens with my family. Is a lot of times I see that's my side of family, like cousins, uncles, aunts, grandparents usually. I mean, sometimes I see grandparents, but other grandparents is usually at weddings or funerals, mainly. Sometimes at birthday parties, but not always. And it's sad. It's really sad. Because like I said, I buried my uncle. Me and my family buried my uncle, and like when I was a little girl, I was really close to my uncle. I would come up in the summer and I would stay with my dad. Well, my dad had to work a lot, so if I wasn't like with my dad, I was with my aunt and my uncle and my cousins. My 4 cousins, and we did everything together with my uncle. Like, one thing, like my dad and my uncle were like big in junking to make extra money. I would go with them on that. Also, like I would go like play basketball, go to parks, go out to eat, stay over, watch movies. I mean, if I wasn't with my dad during the summer and he was working because he worked midnights a lot, I was with my aunt and my uncle. And like my uncle got like really sick in the later years and mentally, and for some reason life had unexpected turns, I got married, I had my children. I just so busy with married life and church life and children and everything like that I didn't really see him too much. And it's like I should have, I regret that. because he was like almost like a father figure in a way. I mean, he wasn't my father, but he was like my best friend, like my favorite uncle, you know. And me and my 4 cousins and him, we did a lot together. Because I was like, when I was younger, I was like a tomboy. I mean, I never hardly wore dresses. I never hardly, did, painted nails, did girly things. I like sports. And I grew up a lot with my little brother. And, I play cars, I do things. So I did that with my cousins. And we go play basketball, football. We do everything together. And my uncle was involved. And, like, I'm going to miss that. It's like, I wish I could just sit down one more time and talk to him about it, But I can't. But one thing I do have, I have that promise that I will see him again. And I thank God for that. But like I was saying, life's too short, Families, they drift apart. And, some things, we don't mean to, but it happens. And then all of a sudden, one of your family members die. And then you see your family again. And it's like, you're like, why have I stayed gone so long? What happened? Like, everybody's getting older. Everybody, has things they face in their lives each and every day. Illnesses come up, this and that. You just never know when it's your time. And that's like what my dad is regretting. Him and his brother had a falling out, and my dad is regretting that now. That was his best pal. That was his brother. And they did everything together. And they had that falling out. And they should have, made amends, and that's what brought me to my mind, My little sister was crying. And it's like, I felt like God knocked on my heart and said, you need to go over there and you need to pick her up and you just need to hug her. You need to tell her how much you love her. You need to tell her to get what we have in between us, behind us, and move on, because life is too short. You never know what's going to happen. Because one of these days, it's either me going to be laying in there. I mean, I won't be in there. I'll be in heaven, but that image, that body, that you remember, that you loved, all the memories, is either me is going to be laying in there or her. And we're going to have to go through that. If we never make amends, we're going to have the regret, and it's going to hurt really bad. And that's what I told her. And I said, I do love you. So if you got family members out there, I'm telling you, life is short. Don't allow grudges to get between you and your family members. Because one of these days, either they're going to regret it or you're going to regret it. And it's going to hurt bad. Because you never know when it's your time. You can be perfectly fine. And the next minute, you be gone. Out of this walk of life, you're gone. And that's what happened to my uncle. We don't know. It looked like he was sitting up. He got up from his bed. He looked like he was trying to get dressed. The next thing you know, my cousin found his dad gone. And they don't know why. They did an autopsy. They checked everything. They don't know why. The only thing they can think of is toxicology or something. Because he was on some medications. And he's 51 years old, and I mean, he was fine, and just next minute, gone. So you never know. But the thing is, one thing you got is I don't know how many of my subscribers are that proclaim salvation or proclaim to know the Lord or things like that. I don't know how many you all do. And please don't leave me. Don't unsubscribe from me because of this. This is, everybody has their own beliefs and I don't judge. And, you know, but I do know one thing is if you know the Lord and you are saved and you know the Lord, you will see your loved ones again in heaven. That's my belief. And yeah, and that's the promise, and that's what keeps me going when I lose a loved one that I love so much. Is knowing that they knew the Lord and that I know the Lord and I will see them again. That's what keeps me going. But yeah, that was just a thought, and that was just on my heart because I realized that yesterday when I went to my uncle's funeral, that the only time that I see certain family members is at funerals or weddings. And a lot of time it's at funerals. And it shouldn't be that way. And the grudges that we have against other family members, and like me and my sister, we weren't getting along. There was just something there. And it's like I knew within myself, I had to tell her I loved her. I had to tell her that we can't keep going on like this because you just never know. We're not getting any younger. One minute we can be fine and the next minute be gone. And like I have health problems. I do know she has one health problem. I don't know of any others, but I mean, you just never know. And maybe it took my uncle for his passing for me to see my sister and for God to speak to me and to tell her what I told her and hug her. You know, of course, we both shed tears and let her know that I love her. Sorry, guys, I'm just sharing all this with you guys, but I feel like you guys are my family and friends. And if you're still watching, I appreciate you guys watching. And if this is the first time seeing me, please consider liking, comment, and subscribing. I really would appreciate it. I don't judge. I'm willing to discuss any topics that you have. I would be completely honest and upfront with y'all. And I expect the same from you guys. You know, we all have our opinions and things on our heart. This is one of my favorites. So if you never tried the tomato pasta, try it. It's not too hot to me. Maybe my spice tolerance is getting up there because, tell you what, I've been eating a lot of Flamin' Hots. And a lot of sriracha. I love sriracha. I was going to bring out my sriracha for these, but I'm like, no, that might be too much spice. But it is warm up here. I don't know if you guys can see me sweating, but I am warm because it's freezing outside. But I missed you guys, and hopefully I would get in the routine of uploading more because that's why you guys are subscribed, you know. I'm sure you guys miss me, and that's why you guys subscribe, you know, to see videos, so. This is so good. Love it. Getting full though. One more of these. I'll probably call it an evening. These are amazing. They're just hard to hold. I'm not a pro at these. I need to get to be a pro, but hopefully one of these days I can do chopsticks really good for you guys. Those are amazing. Thank you, Miss Lady Red, for showing me those on your channel. I just had to have them. I thought they were so neat. Reminds me of Star Wars. But yeah, one more bite and I'm gonna go head out of here because I am burning up and I am stuffed to the rim. Okay, guys. Thank you all for joining me, and I missed you guys, and hopefully, like I said, I would get on a more of a routine of uploading from here on out. And yeah, thank you all for joining me, and if this is the first time ever see me, please consider liking, comment, and subscribing. I surely would appreciate it. And if I don't get to your comments right away, I will eventually get to them. And if I don't comment on every of your comments or any comments, I usually try to at least heart them. So yeah, thank you all, and I love you all, bless you all, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, my loves.